I think that Evita for Celia was one of the role models because if you really, Evita was 6 years older than Celia. I believe it's six, but it's a fairly small amount. So she saw this woman in Latin America who dressed well and had her, her power and through kind of overt charity work, etc. So I mean, I think that there's that. I think to put her in context, you see, Jackie Kennedy was also just a few years younger than Celia. So you have these women who have that kind of heavy Catholic role. They have to look good. They're in the shadow of certain men. So it's interesting, you need to realize the time. Of all of these women, she was the most a part of the 60s. I mean, she carried a gun if she needed to. She didn't like it, but she knew how to do it. She tried to influence the national dress in terms of who needs to wear black in a tropical country. Put on a guayabara, be cool. Let's take out some of this air conditioning and let the breezes come in. Let's have natural plants, all those things. She was really part of that whole, and they were always, the revolutionary elite were always going back to the country. They were always doing these retreats. They would cut sugar cane and sleep in a hammock and, one of them called those sort of like shindigs, they were communing with their past when they had been tough and young and in the hills and so on. That was very much part of the 60s too. And you don't have that in the Evita Jackie Kennedy group at all. So from my point of view, she lived a very, very interesting life.